All right, guys, I am back for a little bit here. And it's not quite dry, but it's dry enough. Okay, so we're going to work on the cover. I'm not going to do anything with the spine yet. That'll probably be in another video or something. I'm not sure because I haven't decided how we're going to finish that off yet. And I just slipped in a book to give me more of a flatter surface to work with. And I have a couple of ideas. This little gal's going on the cover, and then I was thinking that these two would go together, and then we'll use my walnut stain and darken up the edges here, but I needed to rip some of that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue her down, and this was printed on some type of paper. Oh, what I did forget to say in the last video is after we got the greenhouse, we got home and I started my throat got sore, I started fevering, and so I've been fighting a cold or something. I don't know. I'm almost wondering if it's allergies because it's been all winter and I'm usually not that sick over the winter. I might get a cold or two, but nothing crazy, and I don't know. This whole winter's just been kind of weird. So what paper? It's paper you get at Walmart. And it is eluding me. I first heard about it from Amy at Crafty Cat. Let me grab the walnut stain really quick. I'm not sure if I have walnut stain right there. I know I have a dauber somewhere with it, so we'll just grab that out too. Talk about being prepared for a video, huh? Just kind of feels like that's how this whole week is gone. You know, like I said, fevering, and then yeah, I don't know. So I'm feeling a skosh bit better today, but I figured, you know what? It's been a while since I got videos up. I better start doing it. Better get a couple up. And the puppy's not happy because she's in her little holding cell, as we call it. I mean, honestly, today she's been such a pill. I'm kind of like, you know, that's where you're going today, and that's where you're staying. You have food, you have water. So I'm just hoping to kind of get some of these edges kind of colored up a little bit so that when we put it down, I can kind of pull some of it back out. And I kind of have an idea for the cover, but we are just kind of creating on the fly with some of the stuff I have out. It's not quite the look I was going for, but I don't think I have an ink that will actually do that. Not unless we did a permanent ink. I was hoping to get kind of almost like a burned edge look. Maybe we'll pull out some of the Stays On. I think that's probably what we'll do. And my black inker out here. Rather every color inker. I think maybe we'll, because my black distress ink after the last journal is not, well, that's not quite what I wanted either. So yeah, little Miss is in there whining because, you know, her brothers are out because they're old enough, they're not going to pee everywhere. But today is one of those days I don't have time for a puppy. I mean, I do, but you know what I mean. She definitely needs a sitter all the time. And like I was saying earlier, she's totally digressed on the whole potty training thing. I think it's ups and downs. Like I said, at least she's getting it towards the door, but yeah, last night she pooped on the floor and I'm like, really? Come on. And she hadn't done that in quite a while, so. Oh, that's better. That's better. That's more what I was thinking. That's better. Yep. I like that a lot better. All right, so I'm trying to download a video too, and only it's on my iPad, not on my phone. Obviously, I'm recording on the phone. Yeah, so filming issues as well. Oh no. How about that? Boy, your girl's a mess this week. Because if I don't wipe that up now, you know what's going to happen is it's going to go on the cover on the wrong spot that I can't cover up. So we better just take care of that now before it actually does happen. All right. So bring this back. I'm thinking here. And then I was wondering if we should put a little bit of this maybe behind it, kind of bring it out. Yeah, or, so I like that one. Let's see what this one brings us. Oh, you know what? I think I like that one better. Kind of really darkens it up. Okay. Cut it about here. And now she's pulling, like, chewing up her pea pad. Oh my goodness, she's kind of... Okay, so the first week she was all good and sweet and everything like that. Well, then the second week hit, and last week, honestly, with her was like hell week. Excuse my language, but yes, she definitely suckered us the first week. And this week is not any better. So yeah, I think she's just going to be one of those rambunctious puppies, which is okay when the weather's nice and she can go outside and be rambunctious, but yeah, it's been a fun week. All right, and I'm gonna leave it a little bit big, and then we can trim down where we want to have it trimmed. All right, so let's see, what are we gonna do here? Let's do the Aleen's. I'm still not having any luck with my Fabri-Tac sticking to the Mod Podge. I don't know what that's all about. Yep, liking that. Okay, now before I cut any of that off, I've got a couple other pieces we're gonna add and kind of decorate with. And I think I want this backing underneath it so that we can pull it out. Let's see, where did it go? There we go. Got some of this netting. I'm gonna use a little portion of it, but I'm gonna have to use hot glue, I think. That's not gentle on the scissors by any means. One of the reasons I'm using hot glue over anything else is because this has a kind of like a wax coating on it, this rope stuff. I just don't want it to not stick. Okay. Oh yeah, but I'm sure you're hearing her, huh? Actually, I think I'll put a little bit up there. And you know what I was just thinking would look really cool in there? Some moss. Moss might look really cool because we're going to put a couple of these flat pieces of glass in there to kind of build up a rock ledge a little bit, like in through here, I think. A little bit of moss might go a long way, but I don't know that I have any anymore. All right, hold on and I'll be right back. I'm going to see if I can find some of that. Okay, I found the moss. And I don't think that I want to use a ton because those of you who have used moss before know that it'll just like break off and be weird. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use both to seal it down, or not seal it down, but get it down. I'm going to use both the Aleene's Tacky and I'm going to use the hot glue. So it's quick set, but then hopefully I can get most of it in there. Like most of it stuck down to where it's not like breaking off and being weird. Lay that on its side. So and then I just put a little bit of glue in there. She's gonna totally make you believe too, the puppy, that she's like dying. And she's not, I promise. Okay. Maybe just a little bit more on this other side, and then we'll fill in with some of the rocks. Look. Now, let's see, I've got blues. Let's see, I'm going to put all the ones we've got up here so I can kind of piece together. It's a little bit of pink. I thought maybe it might pull out some of her skin tones. Oh, excuse me. That was rude. And this time, gotta get a piece of paper towel, but I'm gonna go ahead and E6000 and hot glue on these rocks to make sure that they're good and stuck. And hopefully I'll be able to get the lid off the E6000. If not, I might have to get my pliers. Oh, nope, it came. So yeah, if you guys have never used E6000, definitely make sure you've got a paper towel with you. Do we want just a couple? We really want to jazz it up a little. I also went through my sea glass and made sure most of these sides aren't like sharp, so they're not going to be cutting anything or anybody. Something like that. bring any other pieces? I don't think I did. Because I don't think I have any small green ones left that are flat. Oh, that's like way too big. And this sea glass is actually one of those, like, I got the white, blue, and green set, I believe, at Walmart. Yeah, okay, I think I like that. And then I got the pink and white one at the dollar store eons ago. And I think maybe I got these at the dollar store too. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it because it's that Bombay. Yeah, Greenbrier International. So, yep, they both came from the dollar store. And it was one of those finds that... Should we put a little bit of sea glass up at the top too, maybe? No. Not that pink piece anyways. I don't think there's any smaller, really. Oh, there might be a couple little pieces in here. Ooh, this one's kind of cool. I'm trying to kind of keep them flat, too, you know. Like that? Or does it take away from the picture? Out. I think I do want something up there, but not the sea glass. So I'll set those aside because we're going to put some on the wine bottle. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put on my E6000 on the outsides here. And then for the quick hold, I'm going to put a little bit in the middle, okay? And that way we can keep working. Yeah, we know that that E6000 is really going to bond down to that down here. Again, I'm going to just go around the edges with the E6000. Oh, she is full of it. A little bit of hot glue down in the bottom. Okay. Push that down in there. And this does get a little messy. What I do this technique a lot with the wine bottles because obviously you're moving or you're working in a vertical, right, for the most part. So the E6000 really bonds what you're putting onto the bottle. And the hot glue helps for quick set. So you don't want to just rely on hot glue, right? Because that, you know, any temperature changes and it's going to just pop right off. So, you know, if it gets really cold or it gets really hot, it'll just pop right off. But the E6000, it won't. That'll be like your long-term hold. And word of caution with the E6000, once you have it set, you leave it alone for the most part, and then you But make sure whatever you have it on sets pretty level, because it will slide. Especially if you're not using the hot glue for the quick set. Grandma's journal, that grandma one that I made, grandma sewing basket, that's what it was. That's exactly what happened. Is I put a weight on top of it, and then I walked away because I didn't want to disturb anything or break anything. And then by the time I came back, it had slid this way. So E6000 does slide. So okay, so that's that. Let's get this cap back on. And if you haven't used E6000 before, it is very, very smelly. So try to use it in a well-ventilated area. Okay, see, they're still kind of wobbly, so you want to just let it set for a minute. I am going to, however, take this up in areas that I feel like I can pull on. And let's throw that away before I stick something in it that I didn't want stuck in it. Okay, and then we'll fray out some of these edges so it doesn't look quite so intentionally cut. I'm going to go ahead and glue in there. Pull this down just a little bit more. All right. I'm not going to pull too much down here because obviously we still have stuff setting. And I can't do any more work on that side on the spine yet. So and I'm just going to go back through here and trim out a little bit of the things I think are going to fall off anyways. And that way they're not. Okay, I don't know what else to do for the remaining like 10 minutes we have. Oh my gosh, do you hear her with her squeaky toy? She's bound and determined to get my attention. Come play with me! Stop playing with your crafts and come play with me. Alright, well, alright, I think that's about as much as we can do on the cover for this video. I will come back and do a couple more, maybe we'll work on some, oh, we can't really work on the pockets, like putting anything in yet. Yeah, so I think we're at a standstill for that one. Yeah, because I still need this side to dry a little bit more. All right, guys, that is it for this little portion of this video, and I'll see how long it is, and maybe we'll splice a couple together. All right, we'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.